Today on The Hookup, we're going to take a look at all the latest dashcam trends announced at CES 2023 from companies like Garmin, Nextbase, CarMate, BlackVue, and even Ring. The big trends this year were in ease of installation using vehicle OBD plugs instead of complicated fuse panel hardware kits, and connectivity using cellular technology. Starting with the most surprising entry into the dashcam space is the new Ring car cam, which is available for pre-order now for $199 with delivery on February 15th, with the price jumping up to around $250 on February 1st. The Ring car cam has a 1080p always-on front-facing camera with 110 degrees of field of view and a rear-facing 1080p cabin camera with 140 degrees of field of view and a microphone. The interior-facing camera has a manual flip-up shutter that will automatically turn off both the interior camera and the microphone while continuing to record that front-facing camera. The Ring car cam will not only record when driving, but also act as a security camera for your parked car. So it does need a constant power source, which it gets by plugging into your vehicle's OBD port, which is usually used by mechanics for diagnostics. The OBD is usually easy to access and provides a much simpler solution than messing with your car's fuse panel. Ring does specifically list quite a few vehicles that aren't compatible with the car cam, which I can only guess is due to this OBD requirement. The Ring car cam will use the normal Ring phone app and can record up to 7 hours on device without a subscription. But a $6 a month subscription will activate its cellular connection, allowing cloud recording and the ability to view your footage from anywhere, access your camera's live view, use two-way talk, and be alerted via notification when the camera detects an impact while driving or parked. The Ring employee that I spoke to at the show couldn't give me any information as to whether other common driver monitoring features like distracted driving alerts, overspeed alerts, and hard braking alerts would be available with the Ring car cam. She also couldn't tell me if there was going to be an option to mount the camera upside down behind the rearview mirror and flip the footage in the app, which seems like a must-have feature because as designed, the Ring car cam seems unnecessarily large and obtrusive with its long cable concealing mounting arm. And remember that in most states, it is still technically illegal to attach things to your windshield that could obstruct the driver's view. The next big announcement was from Garmin with their new Garmin Live dashcam, which, as the name implies, focuses heavily on its new cellular connection. The new Garmin Dashcam Live is $399 and it has a single 1440p front-facing camera with 140 degrees of field of view and a built-in display. Like the Ring car cam, the Garmin Dashcam Live has an available OBD port installation option to provide constant power for monitoring your car regardless of whether the engine is on. Garmin will offer 2 cellular plans to pair with their Dashcam Live, one for $10 a month that will provide 7 days of cloud storage and one for $20 a month that increases the cloud storage to 30 days. Both cellular plans will enable live view, vehicle tracking, theft alerts, parking guard notifications, and emergency contact notifications through the Garmin Drive app. The Garmin Dashcam Live was officially released at CES and is available now for purchase on Garmin.com and will be rolling out to retailers within the next month. A newer dashcam company called CarMate showed off their 360-degree, 3-channel cellular connected dashcams, which initially looked really promising. But they didn't have much information about the pricing or availability other than the fact that they said they are working on releasing it soon. Despite having a few products that have made it to market, the CarMate booth looked way too similar to their booth from 2022 and it showcased the same products. So who knows if we'll actually get to see any new and improved models get released this year. Nextbase is betting big on their newest line of IQ dashcams, which are priced at the premium end of the market with their 1080p version at $500, 2K version at $600, and 4K version at $650. Regardless of resolution, they all have the same lens, giving them 180 degrees field of view for the cabin camera and 140 degrees of field of view for the front-facing camera. Like the Ring and Garmin, the Nextbase will use the OBD port for connection and constant battery power, and the Nextbase employee that I spoke to confirmed that the new IQ range of dashcams will use supercapacitors in place of the lithium battery that was the Achilles heel of the high-end 622 GW camera. Set to release this spring, the IQ lineup will have a built-in T-Mobile SIM and a cellular plan that will be handled directly through the Nextbase app for $10 a month. The premium pricing of the Nextbase IQ comes with a ton of innovative features like Guardian mode that can be used for monitoring teen drivers or employees, and will have things like geofencing location alerts, overspeed alerts, G-force alerts for hard braking and hard acceleration, and even computer vision that can detect distracted driving and driver fatigue. Another mode called Witness Mode is activated via a voice command and is intended for any situation where the driver feels threatened or uncomfortable, and it immediately starts a protected cloud recording and sends a link to a designated loved one for them to immediately access both the live stream and the recordings up to that point. Nextbase envisions this feature being used during traffic stops, road rage events, or any time that the physical dashcam recording has a chance of being compromised. The Nextbase IQ also has an advanced low-power parking mode that uses radar sensors to detect presence around the vehicle and only wakes up into full power mode when something or someone gets too close. The IQ then uses the device's computer vision to determine whether a notification should be sent via that cellular connection. For ease of use and installation, the IQ series only includes a front-facing camera and cabin camera by default, but an add-on rear camera is available for $150 that includes an additional radar sensor for full coverage. Overall, the Nextbase IQ is absolutely the most advanced and promising new dashcam that I saw at CES, but for the top-of-the-line package, you're looking at $800 plus a $10 a month cellular subscription, which is quite an investment. The original cellular connected dashcam company, BlackVue, was also at CES, but unfortunately I didn't realize it until I had already left Las Vegas because for some reason their booth was buried at the opposite end of the expo hall away from every other dashcam company. And it must not have just been me because I cannot find a single picture or video from their booth. However, via their press release, we can expect some new models in the spring of 2023, with the most interesting being the DR970X 2-channel LTE, which combines a 4K front-facing camera with either an interior cabin camera or a rear camera. And unlike the previous models from BlackVue, this new version has the LTE module built in, meaning you will no longer need the separate BlackVue LTE box. And speaking of other external BlackVue boxes, their other announcement is a centralized processing box that can be paired with up to 3 external cameras. The idea is that the box can be mounted in a more secure location, like a locked glove compartment, making it harder to tamper with. And since all the processing power is on the box, the external cameras can be much smaller and less conspicuous. No official pricing was available on either BlackVue unit or the cellular subscription model, though I have reached out to BlackVue for more information, so check for a pinned comment under this video for updates. I will likely review all these dashcams in an updated showdown video this year, so make sure you're subscribed if that's something that you're interested in. And in the meantime, check out my dashcam buyer's guide for 2022. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and stay tuned for more mini videos about specific CES product categories. And as always, thanks for watching The Hookup.